Hi, my name is Alyssa.
Hi, I'm Connor.
Hi, I'm Bailey.
Hi, I'm Allie.
Hi, I'm Brooklyn.
Hi, I'm Zach.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
Awesome. Harper Goff, the unsung visionary whose imagination shaped iconic cinema and theme park experiences, deserves to be known. Today, I invite you on a journey to uncover the hidden connection between a familiar Colorado town and the magic of Disneyland, a journey that reveals the surprising inspiration behind its iconic Main Street and the man who made it happen, Harper Goff. As we are all from Fort Collins, we would all be interested in how it inspired parts of Disneyland. Not only was I born and raised in Fort Collins, Colorado, but I also have a brick from one of the buildings that Harper has mentioned in an interview to be part of his inspiration. First, I will discuss Harper Goff's background and how he started working with Disney. Next, I will explain how they picked the designs for Disneyland's Main Street. Finally, I will show you the similarities between Disneyland and Fort Collins. Harper did not expect that going to buy a model train would change his life forever. The Walt Disney Family Museum stated that Harper was born in Fort Collins, Colorado on March 16th, 1911. In his teen years, he and his family moved to California, where he started taking classes at Cunard Art Institute. And this subsequently led to Harper getting a job as an art director for Warner Brother Films. The skills Harper obtained through work and school were exactly what Disney sought. In 1951, him and his wife were in London, and Harper decided that he wanted to go buy a model train to take home as a souvenir. And when he got to the shop, the shop clerk told him that the train was being held for someone else, and that someone else was Walt Disney. Walt actually came into that store a few minutes later and started conversing with Harper. And turns out that Harper designs films for sets, and so Disney thought that he would be a great fit to help him with a true life adventure short. Later, Disney and Goff created many films together, leading to the creation of Disneyland, stated Van Eaton in an article titled Harper Goff. Their meeting sparked a shared passion, and from there, we'll examine how their collaborative design process brought the magic of Disneyland together. First, Disney and Goff had an idea for a traveling train show called Dislandia. However, after it was proven to be unprofitable, they decided to make a theme park, and the theme of this park was going to be small town Americana. Goff and Disney both used inspiration from their hometowns. The Walt Disney Family Museum 2017 article talked about how Walt's hometown, Marceline, Montana, was used for inspiration, and so was Fort Collins, Colorado. Goff's original designs were 1 story tall, but Disney said that there needed to be storage for these shops, so they made them 2 stories tall. And this changed some resemblances between the buildings, but not enough to make them unrecognizable. With the Walt Disneyland design process now in context, we can see how Harper Goff's vision reflects Old Town Fort Collins architecture. Before designing, Goff showed Disney pictures of Fort Collins that he wanted to use for inspiration, and these pictures are posted to the Fort Collins History Connection website in an article from 2025 titled Old Town Disneyland's Main Street, USA. Lindsay Barker, the author of The Legacy of Harper Goff and Fort Collins, mentioned that Harper used 3 main buildings for his inspiration: the fire station, Old Main, and the First National Bank. Unfortunately, the Old Main building was burnt down in 1970, and that's actually how my great-grandfather got the brick, was because he worked at CSU and then put a plaque on the brick. This is the burnt down building. Um, in this picture of Disneyland's Main Street, you can see how the peak of this building is almost exactly the same. And same with like kind of the windows and the arches. Next up is the fire station in Disneyland. Excluding the second level balcony, the shape and design are almost identical. And even though it's been several decades, some of the buildings used for Goff's inspiration remain the same, upholding the resemblances to the shops in Disneyland. Through Harper Goff's imagination, we see the unexpected link between Disneyland and the heart of Fort Collins. Harper's legacy will live on because he obtained skills that led to Goff meeting Walt Disney and used his hometown for inspiration. We often walk through familiar places like Old Town Fort Collins, unaware of the hidden stories that they hold and the seeds of inspiration they've sown. Harper Goff's journey is a reminder that the most profound influences are often the unseen, the quiet, and the beautifully unexpected. Awesome. Now everyone gets to say goodbye.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Bye.
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 Great job.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Everyone say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you
I didn't know if we
guys.
went through the first time.
Yeah, no, you're good.